Bell & Ross, the French watchmaker famous for its iconic aviation-inspired square watches. This year, the company steps up a gear by introducing Aero GT, the concept car that bears a striking resemblance to the Batmobile. But with all this flair and hype help to prop up sales in these challenging times? And more importantly, how will the company survive and carve its niche in a market that is facing with intense competition and crowded with other luxury watchmakers? I speak to its CEO Carlos Rosillo to get more insights. If you look at today's headline, right, we have seen has the trend for luxury brands, reach its peak, and luxury watchmakers are falling on hard times. What is your comment on this? How do you see the trend for the luxury watches?
I think that the luxury watches is based on tradition, on craftsmanship, on jewels that you put on the waist, and on the mechanical side. And I think that as far as Bell & Ross is concerned, what is important is creativity. This year we have demonstrated what we say power of engineering, emotion of creativity, combining the expertise, the technical expertise, and showing by the movement, by the mechanical side, that we are at the top level of this technicity, but also demonstrating a lot of creativity with a lot of new projects, including a new car that it is the first time that a watchmaker could develop a car.
When you talk about your car, right, Aero GT, it bears a striking resemblance to the Batmobile. What inspired you to move into this field?
We were inspired by the fighter jet, by the best fighter jets, and we transposed those fighter jets into a car. 2 years ago, you remember, we achieved the B rocket, which was a motorcycle looking like a plane. Last year, it was reference to the Rafale, the fighter jet, and this year we wanted to go further and to make a car, a car that looks like a fighter jet, and you have the car looking like the fighter jet, and the watch, the two Aero GT, the chrono and the non-chrono, looking like the fighter jet or the car. The
economy is not looking so bright now, but do you see growth in this market at the moment?
The market, the Asian market has a strong dynamic. It's very inspirational. You see by the construction, you see by the energy that I can feel here that even if times are challenging, there is a dynamic to be able to grow if you know where you want to go. The question is, do you know where you want to go? Yes. Do you have dreams? Yes. Then you can achieve them because there is strength here that makes it happen. And I think that, as I said, think globally, act locally, and with people who, when you have a good team, so committed, you can move ahead, even in challenge, especially in challenging times. This is why this year we have been evolving and we have created 6 new subsidiaries to handle all the Asian market directly by Bell & Ross, having our own subsidiaries. So one in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in Taiwan, and in China. And with that, we are now controlling all those key markets, and it's also a sign of commitment to our loyal customers.
Right, okay, now of all the Asian markets, where does Malaysia stand?
And I think that the base in Malaysia is very solid because precisely we had those people who understand the brand but who are Malaysian, who understand the market and who can establish with the end consumer, with this club, with the wholesale power and with all those boutiques, a very solid brand.
Outside Europe, Malaysia is the #1 key market for Bell & Ross. Carlos believes that despite the global challenges, the sky will clear in the long run.